Hi guys, it's Bill Pitcher from the Empire Building Network with my very first video post. It's a big deal for me actually. Anyway, I want to talk to you today about some of the things that we have planned for the site. And the first thing up is that we're recruiting columnists. Now you've already seen a little bit of that. We've got Joanne Costello, who has been doing the influencer profiles, and we'll continue to make that happen. But we're also looking at a number of at least weekly features, some of them that I'll work towards and others that we're looking for some new people. So you've seen already done an interview. You saw that with Aaron K. White. We'll look to reach out to other members of the development team, but also third-party developers and other key people in the community. The next feature that we have is Web Notes, and Colin Eagles is going to be working on that, where we're going to profile social media and increasingly, as Empire Avenue opens up, Empire Avenue itself in terms of stories that are being published elsewhere on the web. So what he'll do is sort of give you the link and let you know why it's relevant and why you should go read it. Finally, you've seen a number of breaking news or news alert posts. I did several of those yesterday with the Dublin update, and we'll be looking at doing more of that. Also in the works, very early stages, I've put together some thoughts on a podcast, and I'm hoping I've got someone that's going to help us with what I'd like to be a weekly podcast. Also want to see us profiling bloggers on a regular basis, people who are blogging on Empire Avenue. And it's not necessarily about Empire Avenue topics. It could be about any topic, and just sort of helping profile them and why they're doing what they're doing. And I hope we've got somebody lined up that's going to help us with that. So where we're looking to recruit people, we need someone to help on the breaking news. That's something that I'll work on as well, but I would love to have a second person that wanted to take it on whenever there was sort of new developments that we needed to report. I want to create what I sort of describe as a face-off type column where I'd have two people that maybe would have differing views that would talk about a particular topic each week from opposite viewpoints. And so looking for two people that would like to work together, certainly happy to take individual volunteers and see if we can't pair you up. Then I'd like to focus on the various social media outlets that Empire Avenue connects up. So I'd like to have somebody that is providing advice on how to blog. So you need to know something about blogging to do that. Would like to have somebody that really knows how to leverage Twitter, Facebook, Flickr. So not one person for each of those topics. So, 4 or 5 people eventually. And as Empire Avenue adds new services, we'd look at recruiting new people that wanted to make that their beat, their column on a regular basis. But in addition to looking for authors, we're also looking for people with technical skills that can help me, who's so new to some of this. We'd love to create a wiki that would provide sort of, how do you get started on Empire Avenue, and take a lot of the information that's been going in blog format and convert it into a format that it becomes a reference available to everybody. We also have, we're using the PHP BB, a PHP bulletin board, and it's pretty sophisticated, and I have to tell you that I'm struggling with it a little bit. So if we have someone that's familiar with setting up a PHP BB, I would love to get their help. And finally, always interested in people that are real WordPress gurus and what we can be doing to make the site better. It's we use WordPress, and I want to see it be all that it can be. Now, what do you get out of being involved? Well, if you're an author, that's pretty straightforward, because we'll give you an author feed that you can connect up to your profile on Empire Avenue, and you'll get credit for having another blog, or in some cases your first blog. So we think that's valuable. And I think the most important thing that we can provide is we can provide exposure to you. We're getting hundreds of visitors to the site, and so it's a way for you to be seen and people to know you and therefore want to invest in you. And that's basically the same benefit that I can provide to anybody with a technical background that wants to help us. What we can actually profile you on the site and talk about the work you're doing and the new features that you helped put in place, and hopefully that exposure would be a positive thing. But for all of it, the ultimate goal is how do we make Empire Avenue a better community where we're all being more successful by working together to create new things. So that's it. I hope you'll join us. We really want to see it being a growing community. And even if you're not someone that can provide technical or author support, you'll see under the Join Us menu up top on the site that we're creating new ways for you to submit content ideas. And so we encourage you to take a look at that. And, hopefully you'll join us from a writing or a technical point of view. If not, help us with content submission ideas, but certainly come read the site. That's it. Look forward to talking to you more. Take care. Bye-bye.